Hi everybody, welcome back to Quarantine Cooking with Carolyn. Today I'm going to show you how to make chicken with a pepperoni marinara sauce. Doesn't that sound good? So let's get started right away. To make this dish, the first thing you need is 1.5 pounds of chicken cutlets. Now, all a chicken cutlet is a chicken breast that has been pounded thin like that. See how that is? And what I did was I bought these chicken breast fillets, and I figured they would be just perfect, and I think they will be. So 1.5 pounds there. Now you can do this with chicken tenderloins if you want, or if you want to buy your chicken breast and pound it out yourself and get some frustration out, feel free to do that too. Or if you don't want to bother pounding it, just allow it a little more time to cook in the pan when you get to that point. So in addition, you need some pepperoni, about 16 slices that you're going to chop roughly. You need some olive oil, basil, oregano, your favorite jar marinara, and I would choose a lower salt variety because we're putting the pepperoni in there, and pepperoni can be very salty. So you can always add more salt later if you think you need it. Garlic and some mozzarella cheese. So there we go. Now first things I've done is I've turned this pan on to medium, and I've sprayed it with cooking spray, and I've turned my oven on to broil. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to put a teaspoon of this garlic in there. The garlic is in there and the pepperoni is in there as well, and we have cooked that for about 2 minutes. Now you didn't see the pepperoni going in the pot because just as I was about to do that, the phone rang. So what you want to do is cook this about 2 minutes until the garlic just starts to brown, but you don't want to burn it. Then you're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of oregano and cook that for another 30 seconds. Now, while that's happening, I'm going to turn on this pan over here, and I'm going to turn on the pot in back because, yep, there it goes. Because I would like to have some pasta with this. So I'm going to put some pasta on there. And this is just about ready there. And so the next thing in is the marinara. Now, this recipe calls for 1.5 cups, which would be about half of this jar. Because I am making the pasta as well, I want to put the whole jar in. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to bring this to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, you're going to turn the heat down. And you're going to let that simmer for about 5 minutes. While the sauce is simmering away, you're going to put 2 teaspoons of olive oil in the pan, and you're going to swirl it around a little bit away from the flame. We don't want any accidents here. There we go, away from the flame. And then you're going to get your chicken breast, and you're going to just salt and pepper that a little bit. Get a little pepper here. And, excuse me, there we go. And so we're going to put those in the pan for about 5 or 6 minutes to cook. And that's the beauty of using these cutlets or these fillets, is that they are going to cook very quickly. So after about 3 minutes or so, you're going to turn them over and let them cook about another 3 minutes. It's been actually about 8 minutes or 9 minutes cooking these chicken breasts. And you can see they've just gotten a nice little bit of color on them. And I've just turned them off. And I've also turned the sauce off. Now I'm going to add to the sauce about a teaspoon of dried basil. And I'm going to stir that in. Just like that. And as I said, I've turned the chicken breast off as well. And I'm going to spoon this sauce over the chicken breasts. Let's pull this over here. There we go. And I'm going to leave some of it for the pasta, which I haven't put on yet. And let me grab some protective gear here. And then I'm going to top that with about a cup of mozzarella cheese. Now, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but you want to use, at this stage with the chicken breast, you want to use an oven-safe skillet because now this is going to go under the broiler. Now, I've talked about using the broiler before, and you just want to be so careful when you're using the broiler because that looks very pretty right now going in, and if I were to walk away from it, it could turn from very pretty and lovely to not so pretty and lovely in the blink of an eye. So I actually, usually when I use the broiler, I leave the door open just a crack, and that kind of is a reminder to me that that's on there. Okay, so we're going to give that about 2 minutes under the broiler. It's been 2 minutes, and you can see, look how pretty this looks. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And you can take that right to the table just like that. It is so pretty. I've got my pasta cooking, and it'll be another minute or two on that. But give this a try tonight, guys, because I know you've got this.